Alright, this is part 1 to applying Densurefit to our denture, and we're working with our upper denture today. I have cleaned and dried my dentures. I'm only touching the teeth part because the oils from your finger can make the Densurefit not stick. So I'm going to try and do this over here where you guys can kind of see what's going on. Alright, so this is basically what we're going to do. We're going to take the primer and we're going to apply this all over the inside of our denture and a little around the ridge on the outside and the back edges of our denture and let it dry for 2 minutes. And then we're going to take one of these, twist it in the direction the arrow's going in, and then we've got 15 seconds to quickly apply this to our denture. We're supposed to apply 3 lines down the center of the palate, and then the rest goes in the trowel part, whatever you call it part, the inside part there. And then we put it in our suction zone and we hold it there with our thumb for 4 minutes. And then we check to see if the fit is good and if there's any flashing and if we need to apply a snug up fit. So without further ado, let's start with the primer. Now they said you want to do this really quickly, just in and out real quick, because it soaks it up really fast. So we're just going to go boop. And it did soak that up real fast. Look at that. Look how big that got all of a sudden. I'm going to put the cover back on, bring up my handy dandy timer that I got on my computer, very carefully pick this up by the teeth, and we're going to start applying this primer all along the areas where we're going to hope the Densurefit will reach. Now, since these are denture box dentures, I did go ahead and scrub them up before I cleaned them so that I was sure we'd get a good seal out of it. And now we're going to let that dry for 2 minutes. Let me start my timer. And we'll be back in just 2 minutes. Okay, it's officially been 2 minutes. My timer just went off. This is all fully dry on the inside. I'm going to carefully pick this up so you guys can see. And now I'm going to try and hold this after I get the Densurefit open so you can see how I apply it. No promises though, because we got to work quick. We got 15 seconds from this to this and in our mouth before it starts setting up. And we don't want it to set up outside of our mouth. Now the first thing we want to do is twist this in the direction of the arrow, and you want to make sure you go the direction of the arrow or it could cause this to break and spill out and then it wouldn't be any good to use. So my arrow is going to the left. I'm going to do it now and we're going to work quick, okay guys? There. Alright, now I'm going to pick this up. We're going to start squeezing it out. I see it coming through the applicator tip there. Alright, now we're going to pull a thick line down the middle, a medium line down the side, and then the rest goes in the trowel. That's everything. This is what it looks like, and we're going into our suction zone. I think I ate some of it. Be right back. 3 more to go. Almost there. Alright, it's been 4 minutes. They said to first assess how the fit feels in the mouth. And it feels like I got some overflow. It feels pretty snug. They're not really moving around. Now we gotta take them out and look at them. Yes, we did. Look at that overflow we got. It came right over on the inside palate. I felt like I was eating some. And it's up and around the sides good. This is what it looks like on the inside. I think we are good with one application. I'm gonna trim that big punch over, but it says to leave some hanging off the back palette so we don't break the seal, so I don't wanna break the seal. I'm just gonna get this off the top of my palette. And I think that's all that really needs to be trimmed. Little piece there. All right, now I'm gonna put this back in and just double check. Oh, I didn't realize we had some overflow on the teeth over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that off the teeth, but I'm not gonna break the seal. We don't wanna break the seal. I'm just trimming just enough to get it off the teeth, just like that. And it looks like there's a little on the teeth over on this side. Just enough to get it off the teeth, so we're not breaking that seal. But it looks like we got a really good first time application. It feels pretty good. That's not falling out of my mouth when I talk. So now I think we're ready to move on to the bottom application.